Hello, this is Adrienne with Ascension Soul Coaching, and I know I've not been with you all for a while because a lot of things have happened. I just got married last week, actually September the 14th, so I had a lot of things going on and I haven't had a chance to read, but I have definitely kept up with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And some other things like with Trump as well. I've been watching a lot of that stuff, but I just haven't been able to read on it. So what I want to do today I'm going to read on Meghan and Harry. Okay, so they just went off to Rome to go to Noonan's whatever wedding, and now tomorrow, which is the 23rd of September, they're supposed to be off to South Africa. So I'm going to read on what's going to happen on their trip to South Africa, starting September the 23rd. First, are they going to go? I heard they're not going to take Archie, or Archie's going to meet them there. But let's just see what the cards say, okay? So the first thing I want to do is just understand where Harry and Meghan's relationship is, okay? So how is Meghan treating or appearing in the relationship with Harry? And I'm going to use the Symbolon deck. You can see that. So all these readings are so different. So what these cards, and it's not typical tarot cards or oracle cards. They're more about the psychology of a person or relationship or people. So I'm going to read and see how is Meghan showing up in this relationship right now. Let's just start off with that. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. I know you all like to see me shuffle, so I'm going to try to point this down towards the cards as I'm shuffling and they come out. So hold on one second. Okay, so here we are, and we are now shuffling the cards. So this is how Meghan is showing up in the relationship. I've got one, and I only need one for her. And I want to know how Harry is showing up in the relationship. Personality-wise, this is using the Symbolon cards. I just need one for Harry to follow. We gotta follow. I need four. I need one for Harry to go. Harry's, how he is showing up, Prince Harry is showing up in this relationship with Meghan, and it just flew out. This is Harry. There you go. And this is Meghan. Okay, so we're going to read those cards. So I need the book because I said all these cards are different and they're not like regular tarot. So you have to find the meaning of the cards. So for the first one, it is, oh, the actor. This is Meghan. It says the actor. I'm going to read upon it. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. 26. Sorry, that's my puppy. Okay, the actor. It looks as if the moment you are acting out a role. I'm not making it up, people. It's right here. The moment you're acting out a role. If you can see that. The moment you're acting out a role. Okay, let me start again. This is interesting. It said, it looks as if at the moment you are acting out a role. And you are possibly doing this in order to finally play an important part in your life. But both are only... Oh. But both are only theater, and you're scared. Either you fear that you will be found out, or that you are a bad actor. Anybody who has the Symbolon cards, you can read along with this, and you can read this. It says the actor. Card number 26. Okay? Just so you know, I'm really reading from the book. There you go. See it? I know it's backwards to you probably, but anyway, you get what I'm saying, okay? You can go online if you don't have the cards, and you can look it up. Okay, and then it says, and I don't have my glasses on. I need the glasses. Found them. Got them. It says the card can show you looking at the whole world This card can show you, looking at the whole world, all of us play only minor or no parts. We are all just small humans and can do nothing against the great forces of heavens. This allows us to repeat the pre-formulated lines of the drama we play for the umpteenth time. Well, but where I am in, it says, well, but where am I in this? In the prompter's box. 26 is also Leo. You see that? The sign is Leo. Okay. Meghan is Leo. So she's an actor, and she's afraid she's about to be found out. And this is what everybody's been saying for a long time, that they're going to find her out, and Royal Family's going to find her, kick her out, right? They're going to find out she's playing a game, she's playing a role. She's not who she says she is, and this is who she's showing up in her relationship with Harry right now. So then we're going to read on Harry. Harry is the Pythia. The message is a symbol. So we're going to read number 75. I think he's like the last card, almost the last card in the box. It says the Pythia. This is Harry. Again, this is his card. The Pythia. Let me see that. Okay, there's the Pythia. Okay, it says, in ancient Greece, the Pythia was the most important female oracle. People from all over the country made a pilgrimage to Delphi. She was always drugged due to fumes that arose out of a cleft in the ground, and usually mumbled incomprehensible sounds as an answer to a question. A priest who stood behind her translated these mumblings into words. In parentheses, it says, and more often than not will have added his own moral sermon, unquote. The card wants to enlighten you. At the moment you are gnawing over a message that has reached you in a mysterious way, it worries you. You shouldn't take this literally. See it as a symbol. Symbols point to something that lurks in the background and need to be understood. So I'm taking this as saying for Pythia. Let's see. This page here. Number 75. Here it is. There you go. And I know it's backwards, people, but this is it. Is that someone's trying to tell Harry something. Trying to send a message up in smokes. Everybody's sending him messages about this bad actor here, which is Meghan. Right? She's going around reading her script. People watching her. She hasn't memorized her lines. She doesn't have it right. And everybody's watching her. And she's afraid she's going to be found out. If she doesn't get it right, she doesn't read it right, she doesn't act right, people are going to find her out. And she's afraid of that right now. And she's going to, she's going to Africa tomorrow. So the whole world is definitely going to be looking at just her and Harry, right? Like the wedding she went to this weekend was more someone else's wedding. But yes, she showed up. People going to talk about it. But she wasn't the main attraction. This with Harry, she will be. So she's afraid something's going to happen. Somebody's going to find her out. And some other things are going on in the back. People are trying to warn Harry that things are going on. And he needs to read the smoke signals. We even told you all kinds of ways that there's something wrong with this girl. And you're not heeding our messages to you. And you're going to finally have to listen. You're finally going to have to listen. Right? Okay, so that's how they're showing up. He's still blind and doesn't want to see the truth, but people are giving him smoke signals, and they're finally coming through. And she's afraid to be seen as a bad. She's acting a role, and she's afraid she's failing, and nobody's going to believe who she is, and they're going to see through all her faults, and she's just going to be heavily criticized. So she's very afraid of that. Okay, so that's done with that. That's just how they are appearing in the relationship right now. So I'm going to pull some more cards, and I am going to pull well, let's do this. I'm not going to do tarot today. These are just cards. They're cards based on the card readers. regular playing cards with regular playing cards with words on them. Because I don't use these often, so they came pre-printed. So what I'm going to ask is, how is the trip with Harry, the trip to South Africa with Harry and Meghan's going to turn out over the next? Is anything going to come out really bad about them? How is this trip going to end up? What is going to be the results of this trip? Okay, or the outcome of this trip over the next few days. I think it's a 3-week trip, so we're going to read. And I'm going to pull 6 cards. Y'all know this is how I pull my cards. So, let them fall out as they may. This is 3. I ain't taking them. I'd rather, here we go. They're starting to come. They're starting to jump. So this is, so I'll take these 2. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if y'all can see. You can see these 2. This is the, well, you can't see it, but I'll let you see it. So I'm looking in the camera. I know you can't see it. First card was 7 spades. Second card was 10 of spades. 6th card above is 6 of clubs. So we get 3. Okay. Yeah, I haven't used these cards in forever. Okay, hold on. They just popping out. Too many at a time, though. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to take, there's 4. It's too many. Why, y'all? I just need 1 at a time. It would be great. Thank you. Get 8 of club for the 4th card. That's in the pass. Harry and Meghan's trip to South Africa. What is the outcome of that trip? The results. Just, it keeps throwing out 3 cards. And so the next time it does it, I'm just going to take them because it's evidently trying to tell me something. Okay. All right. So we got 3 cards again. Okay. So what's below the outcome? 4 cards. And I'm going to read these 2 cards as clarifiers. Okay. Because it keeps coming out. 3 and 4 cards keeps coming out. Okay. So, so what's the situation about this trip? Okay. It says 7. Vices and addiction, sex without love. Someone has a guilty conscience. This is the issue with, and I know this is backwards. I don't know why. But this is vices and addiction, sex without love. That's what's going on with them right now. Okay. And then what's crossing them is the 10 of spades. Okay. And it says, and so this is, it was reversed. So I want to read it reversed. Okay. Even though it's, so it's like, so you're all going to say there's like 3, there's like sometimes up to 6 comments on the cards. And I read the first 3 if it's this way and this 3 if it's reversed. So I'll read upside down, in other words. Okay. So it says catastrophe, darkness, hard work did not pay off, catastrophe and darkness before dawn. The last 3 because it was reversed. This is what they think is going to happen on this trip. Okay. 6 is what's above and what they're actively showing in the public. 6 of, which was 6 of clubs. So, and it was right side. It wasn't a reversal. So you are talking to the right people. Others are attracted to you, and you have followers. So even though they're going over there and they have this, they think everything's going to blow up in their face. First, they're not in love. They're not having sex. 2, they're believing that it's going to be a catastrophe. Someone's believing it's going to be a catastrophe, and that all the hard work they put into this trip is not going to pay off for them. And this is going to be the darkness. But then, because it's the darkness for the dawn, things may turn around. Okay, so what they're showing to the world is that they're out talking to the right people, that people attract to them, and they have a following. So they're going to make sure people around them, their handlers are going to make sure people around them to rah-rah them, give them support while they're out there. They make them feel welcome when they go over to South Africa. You know, put with people who are, they're going to be doing work with. They already signed agreements to do work with. They're going to show up. They're going to give speeches. They're going to just show up for public publicity to give highlight to certain causes. So they're going to be put into the right positions, and they're going to have people around that are going to support them, clap for them, you know, make them feel special. So that's what's going to happen. What's behind them? Which was the 8 of clubs, which is, it was right side up. Ooh, it was upside down, it was reversed. Okay, so think before you speak or act. Things occur for a reason. So it was reversed. And there's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I read the last 2, which are the 2 at the bottom. Okay, so what's behind them was thinking before. They weren't thinking before they were speaking or acting. So you know a lot of things with the flights, like you say stuff but you're not doing it. You're telling people to fly a commercial but you're not, and you're eco warrior or whatever, and you're really not. And you know, putting out kind words on her website, but she's not kind to her own family. You know, stuff like that, hypocritical stuff. They're saying things but not thinking about what they're saying because their words do not align with their actions, and things occur for a reason. So you know, things occur for a reason. Could be they're making things happen. The reason they're getting such a negative backlash is because of the things they're saying and doing. So this was in the past. This is why they think the trip is going to be a disaster, because even though they're going to be put in front of the right people and things have been already established of who they're going to see and they're going to meet and they're going to talk to when they get there, they're feeling that right now the world's eyes on us, and we feel like we're going to fail because they want us to fail. It's going to be a bad trip. What they're really worried about is the Jack. Ooh, Jack of Hearts, and it was right side up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. So the first 2: fall in love quickly, imaginative, but easily hurt. So we said before that the relationship, they have vices and addictions, and I really do believe that. I read the reading on Harry when President Trump went to the UK, and it said that the drunken card. I asked about Harry's personality and Trump's, and the card for drunkenness came up for Harry. And then everybody's been talking about Harry and Meghan are on drugs, you know. So I know I read on it already a long time ago, so I was very surprised. I mean, I thought that was over with him years ago, but they're saying that they still party. So they still have these bad vices and addictions, and they're not having sex and they're not in love. So while they're there, they're thinking about, well, will this be a good trip for them to fall back in love again? And they're trying to figure out, in their minds, they're trying to figure out, I don't know if it's together or separately, if we go on this trip, hopefully we can rekindle something. We can rekindle our relationship. We can start anew or something like that. We need this time apart to see if we can work on our relationship, because we're going to have 3 weeks. I think it's like 3 weeks away. Can we rekindle our relationship or something like that? You know, that's what they're thinking inwardly, and they're hoping for. But the outcome is, it's the Jack of Spades, and it says emotionally detached, bad news delivered, and jealousy. First 3. Backwards, I know, but this is what it says. So these other 2 cards flew out. I cannot stop. They kept flying out. I mean, it wasn't these, but just kept getting 3 and 4 cards, 3 and 4 cards. So I had to finish. I just had to take them. So what came out was 5 of clubs, and it was reversed. And so I have to read the bottom. I'm going to flip it for you to see it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. So I read the last 3. I'm going to reverse it. Well, reverse for the last 3 would be expect a challenge. Expect a challenge. Expect a challenge. Time to get moving. Change jobs. And 3 of Hearts was the other card that came out. And it was right side up. Friendship, parties, the arts. So it's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 on here. So I'm going to read the first 4. Friendship, parties, the arts. Friendship, parties, the art, and sexual oh, God, Jesus. Sexual temptations. I'm saying that because, okay, let me let you see the card so you know I'm not lying. Sexual temptation. So, they're saying that Harry's going to Botswana, right? Because Chelsea, one of his older girlfriends, long-term girlfriends, lives there now. Although she's engaged to someone else. But they're also saying there's someone else over there he could be interested in. So while they're over there, there's a possibility that they'll be meeting up with old friends, partying, and be tempted by other sexual partners. Maybe Harry more than Meghan. To get a new job, expecting a challenge, trying to get moving, I think it's going towards Meghan. She's going to have to start making some decisions. Because I think when she comes back, this trip, bad news delivered. There's just going, so we asked what was going to be the outcome, and what was going to be any news delivered or anything that's going to be said while they're gone, right? Yeah, it's just bad news delivered. Jealousy going on. It's going to get back to the royal family, and it's going to be a huge mess. I don't think everything is going to be out in the public initially, but I think by the time they go back home, a lot of things are going to come out, and it's going to reflect badly on their relationship. This falling in love quickly could be that with this temptation that someone's falling in love with. Maybe Harry or Meghan think that when he goes over to South Africa, he could meet up with one of his old flames and fall in love quickly. But I really do believe that they're thinking about can this reunite their relationship. One of them is thinking that. Going away, being away from everything, being away from Britain, is it going to be a chance to spark something? But I don't think so. It looks like it's going to be a lot of part. They've still got addictive issues. There's going to be jealousy, vices, hooking up with friends and partying. And it's going to lead to some bad arguments. And this relationship, this trip is not going to be good for them. It's not going to give them what someone's thinking it should give them, is a chance to get back together, work on a relationship. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So that is my reading for the day. That was quick, fast, and easy. You know, I don't like reading on them all the time. I don't believe reading on them helps you. It helps you understand relationships and patterns, but it doesn't really help you. And I like helping people. So if you want a reading with me, I can help you figure out some things that's going on in your life, help you make some boss moves so you can get to the next level in your life. If you're looking for another, looking to find romance or fix your relationships, or if you take another job, should you take another job, whatever, or come up with, you know, should you be an entrepreneur, or just how to make peace in your family, I can help you. You and us working together with the universe can help you get your life back on track in a way that's pleasing to you and rewarding to you. This reading with Harry and Meghan is just a way for me to show you that, yeah, I pretty much can read people, but it doesn't help you. And I want you to work on you. I can work on myself. I'm in a new relationship, new marriage now. So I've got things I want to work on in my life. But just reading on them over and over again does not help anybody. They're going to do what they're going to do. You know, we can keep a pulse on them and see what the relationship is going in. But if we're looking at them every single day, it's bad news for us. It's negative energy coming towards us. So let's put some positive energy out there and put some positive energy into our own lives and see what we can do to make our own lives better, right? These people are going to do what they're going to do. But what we do know is that the cards don't lie. So somebody get a new source of income. It's a good card, 8 of Diamonds. The cards don't lie, and there'll always be something to talk about tomorrow. So, if you want to read with me, please contact me at ascensionsoulcoaching33@gmail.com. You'll see it on my webpage and my YouTube page, and I will be happy to give a reading for you. I've done a few for a couple of the people who have come to my YouTube channel, and I've helped them, and I'm so happy I was able to do that. And I would love to have the chance and opportunity to work with you so that we can get you on the right track, or get you on a track where you are making strides in your life, right? So